So increasingly, people have been working from home. The way salespeople do their jobs may change a little bit. So how do you reach folks who aren't in the office anymore?
It's an interesting challenge because people are still wanting to prospect. People are still wanting to get
As
their
they should.
business in front of them. Yeah, I mean, so the challenge then becomes how are people engaging or searching for some sort of need? Definitely inbound becomes much more important at that level, but also working your existing network. So on one end, I think there's working your referrals through maybe an email contact system that of here's your existing leads, here's your existing house list, and what can you do to leverage and get in contact with the right people. Say, hey, do you know somebody that maybe need my help or that we can do something with? Leveraging that referral network, as we all know we should be doing in the real world, in the analog world anyways. It's just been hard to do. Asking for the references, asking for the reviews on your pages, on Google My Business, on Facebook, on all those places, asking for those. So again, driving a solid inbound campaign is really going to be critical to that. In fact, it's been pretty fascinating from the standpoint of we've had a couple clients who were really invested in inbound, and they've been doing it for a long time, and those clients really saw a large amount of growth during this time, competitive to maybe some other industries that were challenged in the fact that they weren't, they hadn't really aggressively gone in. They've done the minimum amount. It was a maintenance program, and it wasn't really aggressively going after an SEO or inbound campaign that was fully envisioned and had a strategy towards what they wanted to accomplish. On the flip side of that, another tactic that we've looked at has been outbound email prospecting. So
Cold email as
cold
opposed to
email.
cold calls.
Yeah, so what that is you're starting with a list, a very small list. You're sending maybe, it's akin to you and I for years would prospect outbound and inbound. But outbound was kind of our area where we would go out, we'd identify possible people out on LinkedIn, people on there, and we'd try and navigate to get to their email and reach out to them from an email. This is a way to do that and collect some of the emails, reach out to business prospects that may be a good fit, that you feel like have a good connection, that you can build a good business case and tell a good story. Relatable. Again, it's not spam. We're not just broadcasting out 100,000 emails. We're sending maybe 20 a day, and we're reaching out to them one at a time, and it's a cold drip campaign that happens over the course of time that helps bring in the leads because you're just gauging interest and trying to set up a conversation with them to jumpstart the conversation, as you would with outbound cold, prospecting through a phone call. Actually, some people seem to react a little better from the email standpoint because you're not as interruptive from their day. They when they get it, they're getting it on their mobile phone. They're getting it on this, and if they're interested,
They can process
right,
it when they want.
they can process it when they want. They can respond when they want, and they can move on when they want. So those tend to be the things of how do you translate the analog world of, hey, I'm smiling and dialing trying to get leads, to a digital world, but then also really redouble down on your inbound efforts of referrals, good content, good reviews, and building that contact base and that content to really nurture the clients that are in your house list and grow them from that core base.